Have you ever noticed how some people go all out for their birthday? Big parties, balloons, endless posts on social media, while others just don't care. No cake, no party, not even a dinner, just another 24 hours. But here's the question, why? Why do some people treat their birthday like any other day? Is it sadness, a sign of maturity, or maybe something much deeper in their psychology? Stick with me until the end because what you discover might even explain your own attitude toward birthdays. For some, the story is simple but painful. They don't celebrate because they don't feel celebrated. Imagine this. You're younger, and nobody really remembers your birthday. Friends forget. Family is too busy. Maybe you even planned something once, but almost nobody showed up. Over time, the brain adapts. Psychologists call this learned helplessness. When repeated disappointment trains you to stop expecting good things altogether. So eventually, the birthday becomes just another day. Not because they don't care but because caring hurts too much. Then there's another group. The people who are simply caught in the fast pace of life. Work deadlines, studies, family responsibilities. The birthday arrives, and before they even look up, the day is halfway gone. It's not that they forgot. It's that modern life creates time blindness. When your brain gets overloaded with tasks, special days stop feeling special. For them, the birthday isn't ignored. It's just squeezed out by everything else. And finally, there's a third group. They know it's their birthday. They just don't feel the need to celebrate it. This isn't loneliness. It's not busyness. It's a kind of emotional independence. Studies show that people who tie their self-worth to external validation, like parties, gifts, or attention, are often less emotionally stable. But those who find validation within themselves don't need a date on the calendar to feel loved or alive. This mindset is linked to self-determination theory. True well-being comes from autonomy, competence, and inner satisfaction. For them, maturity means realizing, I don't need others to prove my value with candles and cake. I already know my worth. Human behavior rarely has just one reason. When someone ignores their birthday, it's rarely about the day itself. It's about what the day represents. Time passing. Expectations. Silent comparisons. Unspoken questions. A birthday isn't just a celebration. Psychologically, it's a checkpoint. And checkpoints can be uncomfortable. For many, birthdays quietly trigger an internal review. Without realizing it, they ask, am I where I thought I'd be, or did this year move my life forward? If answers feel unclear, the mind seeks protection. One form is avoidance. Not denial. Just distance. That's why some let the day pass without attention. It's not weakness. It's self-preservation. The brain is good at choosing peace over pressure when it learns how. Comparison plays a role too. Even if nobody says anything, birthdays trigger quiet measuring. You see others celebrating milestones, relationships, lifestyles. Suddenly, age feels like a deadline. For someone valuing inner stability, avoiding that comparison is a healthy boundary. Think about someone rebuilding themselves. Maybe they changed careers. Maybe they lost someone important. Maybe they're recovering emotionally or financially. For them, a birthday doesn't feel like a trophy. It feels like an evaluation. Not everyone wants to sit for an exam they didn't sign up for. So instead of a spotlight inviting judgment, they choose neutrality. Calm. Normalcy. Emotional regulation, not emptiness. Identity independence is another layer. Some grow into a strong sense of self early. They don't rely on rituals to remind them who they are. Their worth doesn't rise or fall based on attention. They feel anchored internally. These people often show up consistently for others. They remember small details. They listen. They help quietly. But when it comes to Themselves, they feel uncomfortable being centered. Attention feels louder than love. They don't dislike care. They dislike performance. Childhood conditioning also shapes this. If emotions were minimized or excitement discouraged, your nervous system learned restraint. You were taught, subtly or directly, that attention isn't safe or valuable. So as an adult, keeping things low-key feels natural. Not empty. Familiar. Temperament matters too. Introverted nervous systems process stimulation deeply. Loud gatherings, expectations, and social pressure can feel draining. While some recharge through celebration, others recharge through quiet presence. That's why some choose solitude on their birthday. A walk. A book. Silence. Not loneliness, but listening to themselves. Loss changes how people relate to time. After grief, dates lose weight. Numbers stop feeling meaningful. Presence becomes more important than marking days. Trauma doesn't always make people expressive. Often, it makes them quiet. Reflective. Grounded. Here's what most misunderstand. Not celebrating doesn't mean they don't want love. Often, it means they want love without conditions. Love that shows up randomly. Love that exists on ordinary days. They don't count care through posts or candles. They count it through consistency. Who checks in without reminders? Who stays when there's nothing to celebrate? Because of that, they often form fewer but deeper connections. There's also a different relationship with happiness. People who treat birthdays casually don't wait for permission to feel alive. They don't delay joy for a date. They spread meaning across ordinary moments. For them, happiness isn't scheduled. Honesty matters. Sometimes not celebrating still carries a quiet ache. A part might still wish someone would remember. That doesn't cancel strength. Emotional independence doesn't mean numbness. The difference is awareness. Understanding why you don't celebrate gives choice. You can keep it quiet. Or redefine it. A personal ritual. A reset. A moment of gratitude. Celebration doesn't need noise to be real. Many emotionally grounded people turn birthdays into reflection days. Not age, but resilience. Not achievements, but survival. They ask better questions. What did I learn this year? What did I release? Who did I become when nobody was watching? That's not ignoring life. That's engaging honestly. So whether you celebrate loudly or quietly, neither defines your worth. One may come from pain, another from peace, and many from both. The deeper truth, how you treat your birthday mirrors how you treat yourself. Do you wait for permission to feel worthy? Or have you learned to sit with yourself and feel enough? If this made you pause, reflect, or recognize yourself, this channel is for you. We don't judge human behavior. We explore it gently. Honestly. Understanding yourself is the greatest gift you can give, on your birthday, or any ordinary day.